Okay, I think the questions are pretty easy, quite manageable also. I looked at the answers that you put in. Some of you, I suspect, you might be having some exam stress. All right, so you're making mistakes, but then I thought usually you're quite okay. Yeah, so that can happen, not to worry. During the exam itself, but during the actual exam, you'll be surprised you will not be making that many mistakes. Okay. Now, I also want to ask you how much time do you spend on your booklet A? Type into the chat. Okay, type into the chat. How much time? Did your teacher advise you? Yeah. If your teacher did advise you, write it down. My personal advice is, okay, 30 to 45, about 50. Charmaine, you're spending 50. Right, okay. Actually, my advisor is to spend about 30, 35. Okay, not more than that, because there are 28 questions. Some questions you only need like 30 seconds, right? Teacher will always tell you about 40. Yes, Miss Tay will tell you 30 to 35. Why? Because you look at all the questions, all your MCQ questions, there will definitely be just a couple that will take up more time. There will definitely be a lot of questions, okay, that are just recall or you need to think a little bit, but it's pretty obvious. So what do you need to do? Must annotate, okay, must annotate. So write down some pointers for you so that when you go through the questions again, you can quickly just run through the points that you've written down, check your answer. Yeah, your teacher will say about 1 minute per question. Yes, but it's a plus minus. My own experience is there will be many questions. You only take maybe 30 seconds to finish up. Okay, so yeah, the more difficult questions is always at the back. Okay, and then you spend more time doing them, but still there are still also some easy ones. Very straightforward kind of questions. PSLE is not an exam that they are out to stress you, etc. They just want to be sure you are ready for secondary school. Okay, so if you're not doing well for PSLE, does that mean that you're a failure? No, it's not. It just says that you need more time. Okay, you're not so ready for secondary school yet. Okay, but we'll talk about this after the exam. When you come back, for the post-exam, right, we will also be running through school selection and so on. I will give you some advice and some tips. Okay, so come back to these. So take note, not more than 35 minutes. Okay, if you can complete within 30, even better. Make sure you have time to check through everything again. I will repeat this on Monday. Okay, and I'll give you some more tips on Monday. Okay, Helen had 3 objects here, A, B, C. She brought 2 of the objects close to each other. Thank you, Hansel. That's nice. Okay, she brought 2 objects close to each other and recorded her observations. So observations are shown below. When she put A and B together, there actually is a form of attraction. So the moment you see this attraction, okay, you know that it can either be magnet with magnetic material, correct? Or it can also be 2 magnets. All right, it can also be 2 magnets. But then there's no repulsion, so we just leave it as this. A and C, no attraction, no repulsion. That means what? Do you think there is any possibility that is a non-magnetic material? Yes. All right, so there might be. So the possibility is either magnet with non-magnetic, or it can be non-magnetic and non-magnetic, right? Okay, it can also be magnetic material with non-magnetic material, but take note, A and B already there's a form of attraction. So there must be either magnet with magnetic material. So this case of non-magnetic, I can take out. Okay, so magnetic material plus non-magnetic material. Same for B and C. So if you were to consider, since A and B, there is a form of attraction, okay, and C, together with A, together with B, no attraction, no repulsion, must be non-magnetic. So we can confirm that. Okay, this is non-magnetic. Then we check for A and B. Is there a magnet as well as a magnetic material? Yes, there is. Therefore, answer is A. All right. Then, what do you do during PSLE? Do you quickly just go on to the next one? Yeah, question 1 to 10 is super easy one. So do you quickly go to the next one? No. What must you do? Check, right? Check. So you see, magnet and copper, no attraction. I'll put a cross like this to remind myself during the exam. So A and B, if this is possible, okay, but then if it's a magnet for C, then there should be attraction or repulsion for, okay, there should be attraction here, and then there should be repulsion for this B and C, right? This is wrong. Then we go on to steel and copper. There is no attraction at all. So this double confirm that our answer is A. Any question here? Yeah, check the other options. Okay, once you have your most likely answer, check the other options. Thank you. Now, Hansel actually said, if you fail, this is just showing that it's your first attempt in learning. Okay, and then you have more attempts after that. It's true, it's true. Okay, which of the following are effects of a force? So we know that forces can bring about some effects, right? It can actually make something move faster. It's true. It can also make something stop moving. Okay. Can it make something go slower? Is it possible? Is it possible for a force to make something go slower? Yes. All right. So we can write down go slower. Okay. Can it change the mass of an object? Can it change the mass? No. Okay. Can it change the shape? Yes, of course. For example, okay, I punch maybe a table tennis ball, okay, a ping pong ball. I punch it very hard, it can be flattened. So the shape changes. But if I were to take its mass, it's still the same. All right, plasticine is another example also. So answer is already there, A, B, and D. No question here, right? Let me see. Huh? You put D, then they mark you wrong? Really? Let me check. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm looking at Excel now. What are the effects of forces? What's their answer? They put down as B and C. Huh? Right. Good, good, good. Thank you for highlighting to me. Yeah, I will give the feedback. Answer should be D. Even my answer in the slides is actually D, you know. Okay. You were starting to read. I'm so sorry. You look at my slides. I proved to you. I proved to you. Okay, this is the answer guide for my slides. Correct, right? Number 2 is D, right? Yeah. Okay, just to show y'all. Okay, no worries. I will let them know. I will let the tech team know, and they have to change this. Answer is D, so don't doubt yourself. I will also change the Google Sheet later. Oh my God. Okay, let's go on to question 3 now. Question 3. Let me see. Did they mark correctly for the rest? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, the rest are all okay. So only question 2. Answer is D. D for donkey. Yeah. Yeah. They accidentally gave the answer for 3 questions. Is that so? Okay. Yeah, let me know. Okay, like this one, huh? Okay, can. Yeah. It happened before also, right, Delia? You know, previously. Okay. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, the periscope is used to see a bird. Okay. In fact, I think you have already played with a periscope before. Okay, in your primary school days, I think P4, when you are learning light, etc. Okay. Yes. I know, I saw. You didn't? Do you build your own? I'm actually getting students to build this, in the post-exam, but not at your level. You didn't play. Okay, I see. So actually students were given, at least for my group of students when I was teaching in primary school, right? Yeah, correct. So I actually can build something like that. You learned about it from McDonald's toy? Good for you. So in the post exam, actually for the P3, P4, P5, they are building toys. They are building toys using science concept, and there's going to be a mini competition. Okay, for P6 is a different activity. All right, so you're going to learn something about your brain, something about, logical reasoning. Yeah, mind mapping skills. You're going to try out. You're going to show me your mind maps. You're going to have a competition also. Yeah, you want to do a toy. Let me see how I can adjust, okay? Because I'm conducting, I can do anything I want with you, right? So if we have time, we can do a toy also. Okay, I can teach you how to make your claw machine as well. So the answer here, Delia said, it's already given in the question, Miss Tay. Yes, correct. So if you can count, okay, this is actually one. This is actually another one. Okay, light travels in a straight line. Yeah, so you can actually see the bird. If let's say the bird is here, I don't know how to draw bird. So I'm going to draw the usual kind of bird. And then let's say this is your eye. Okay, give you some eyelash. Yeah, so you can see. Imagine if they give us an answer in PSLE. Sometimes it can be seen. Yeah, sometimes. Not all the time. Yes. Okay, so answer is B. Quite straightforward here. Okay, if you think too much, then you will get this wrong. Okay. Question 4 now. Jen tried balancing a bouncy ball on a stack of books she was carrying. As she was walking, the ball fell to the ground. When it hits the ground at B, the ball changes its shape and then it bounces to C. So what is the energy conversion? Okay, you need to read carefully. What is the energy conversion when the ball hits the ground at B? Okay, what is the energy conversion here? So originally it was moving, isn't it? Okay, so it was moving and then it hit point B and then it bounces off. So you need to start off with kinetic energy here because it was moving before it hit the ground. Okay, so after it hit the ground, you can hear some sound. Okay, there is also some form of heat and then there's elastic potential energy also. Okay, because it was compressed and then after that it bounced out. Okay, so answer is C. Correct? Yes. Question 4 is C. Any question here? Why is it not D? Because they are talking about when it hits the ground. Okay, they didn't talk about the energy conversion from the moment it fell off the book. All right, Yashika? Okay. Let's go on to the next one. The diagram below shows a phone holder for a car containing a magnet. Material X is pasted on the back of the phone. Then the phone is then safely secured on the phone holder in the car. So there's a magnet here. I think we have all seen this before or used this before. Okay, if you have used this before, you probably know how this thing works. Okay, so material X on the phone cover, you also have it. It's just a piece of metal, isn't it? Okay, so that piece of metal is able to be attracted to the magnet. So which of the following statement is definitely correct? In order for material X to be attracted by the magnet, it must be a magnetic material. Okay, so most of the time we have something like the steel. Okay, I have it here. Okay, so this is my magnetic material. Okay, this is stuck to the back. Don't know you can see not. Can see? Okay, this is stuck to the back of my phone. Okay, and then my phone, when placed at the phone holder in the car, is attracted to that magnet. Somebody say something? No, huh? Okay. Question 6. All right, the diagram below shows 4 materials, W, X, Y, and Z. Let me see question 6. Question 6 quite okay. Right. So sheets W and X